Hi there, I'm Dr. Rolanda Fabian, wife, mom, educator, veteran, wellness enthusiast, and I'm also the proud founder of Bright Idea Consulting. I'm passionate about helping you thrive, prioritizing your well being, achieving your breakthroughs, and unlocking your personal potential. Here, we dive into practical tips, inspiring conversations, and transformative strategies to help you navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Whether you're looking to strengthen your relationships, practice better self care, or find balance amidst the chaos, you are in the right place. So if you're ready to grow and create the life you always dreamed about, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's dive into today's episode and start building your brighter tomorrow today.
Can I tell you something that nobody talks about? There is a tax that comes with being the strong one. A specific, invisible, completely unacknowledged tax. And it is this: the stronger you are, the less people think to check on you. We create this aura of invincibility, don't we? The more capable you appear, the more the people around you, your colleagues, your family, even your closest friends, assume you are perfectly fine. The more you deliver, the more everyone takes for granted that you will keep delivering, no matter the weight. The more you hold together for everyone else, the less anyone asks what it costs you to hold it all. It's a heavy price to pay for being the one who always knows the way. Welcome to Dr. Rolanda's Bright Ideas, the podcast. I am Dr. Rolanda. I've invited you here today not for a lecture, but for a soul-deep connection. I want to spend the next 10 minutes with you in a conversation that I think is long overdue, a conversation specifically for the woman who is tired of being the only one holding the line. We are going to peel back the layers of that strong woman mask and look at the truth underneath. This is a safe space, an intentional space, just between us. The strong woman is one of the most celebrated and most invisible figures in our culture at the same time. Think about it. She is celebrated for her capability, her reliability, her legendary ability to show up and deliver under any conditions, through any storm. People look at her and say, I don't know how she does it. But that celebration is where the invisibility begins. She is invisible in the most important way. Nobody sees what it costs her to be that legend. Nobody asks about the late nights, the silent stress, or the emotional depletion. And eventually, she stops expecting anyone to ask. She accepts the applause and hides the ache. She learns to carry it alone because that's what she's been told strength looks like. She learns to answer, I am fine, before anyone has even finished asking, a reflex born of necessity. She learns to redirect the conversation back to other people's needs, their dramas, their growth, because attending to her own feels like a luxury she hasn't earned, or worse, a vulnerability she simply cannot afford. She becomes a master of the deflection, a strategist of the fine, all while her own cup is running dry. We call it strength, but often it is just a very well-practiced survival skill. And here is the dangerous part, my friend. It's not dangerous in a dramatic, explosive way that draws attention. It is dangerous in the quiet, slow, completely undetectable way that the most serious things usually are. It's the erosion of the self that happens in the silence. It's the way we slowly disappear behind the expectations of others until we are just a silhouette of a person, defined only by what we can do for everyone else. This quiet danger is what we need to name today, because you cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. When nobody checks on you, a tragic thing happens. You stop checking on yourself. When nobody asks if you are okay, you stop asking yourself if you are okay. You assume your silence is wellness. When nobody makes space for your needs, You start to believe your needs do not deserve space, that they are an inconvenience to the life you've built. When nobody sees behind the image starts to feel like the only version of you that is allowed to exist in the world. You become a prisoner of your own reputation for being together, and the walls of that prison are built from the bricks of your own competence. And one day you wake up and realize that you have been performing strength for so long that you cannot remember what you actually feel under the surface. You have been managing everything: the house, the career, the relationships, for so long that you have lost track of what you actually need to feel whole. You have been the strong one for so long that the real woman underneath, the one with the dreams and the fears and the soft spots, has been waiting in a room by herself for years. She's been waiting for you to come back and get her. She's been waiting for permission to just be. I know what that room feels like. I am not speaking to you from a mountaintop. I am speaking to you from experience. I have sat in that room. I have sat in it while running a successful career, while being the person everyone else leaned on and looking completely fine from the outside. I have sat in it and told myself that needing something was a weakness, that asking for help was a burden on others, and that a truly strong woman does not get to fall apart.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to know if you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, this is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on the practical tips and inspiring conversations and our proven strategies where we're showing you how to prioritize yourself, strengthen your relationships, and thrive in every area of your life. Did you know that most of our listeners say these episodes have given them the clarity and tools that they needed to start making real changes? So don't miss out. Subscribe now and stay connected to the community that's all about helping you grow and glow. All right, now let's get back to the show.
But I want to tell you something I wish someone had told me much sooner. Strength was never supposed to mean alone. True strength is the capacity to be held. The strongest thing I have ever done was admit that I was not because things were falling apart on the outside. My life looked perfect, but because they were falling apart on the inside. And I had been holding that inside together for so long that I had forgotten it was allowed to matter. The women who came before us were strong because they had to be. The conditions of their lives required them to carry more than any person should have to carry. And they did it beautifully at enormous personal cost. They passed that strength forward as a gift of survival, as a preparation for a world they feared might break us. They gave us the strength, but what they could not always pass forward was the permission to need, the permission to be held, the permission to let someone check on you and actually tell them the truth when they do. The messy, unvarnished, I'm struggling truth. That permission is yours now. It is your inheritance and your responsibility. And I am asking you to claim it, not just for yourself, but for the generations of women who will come after you. Let the cycle of silent suffering end with you. Claim your right to be supported. Because here is what I know about the woman on the other side of this shift. The woman who finally lets herself be seen, who finally stops performing strength and starts actually embodying it, who finally lets someone into the room where the real version of her has been waiting. She does not become weaker. She becomes more powerful than she has ever been. She is no longer spending all her energy maintaining a performance. She is no longer carrying the world alone. She is a whole woman who knows her own strength and also knows when to let herself be held. That is the upgrade, my dear, and it is available to you right now. The Wealth Wake Up Masterclass is one of the first places where the strong woman gets to come in without the performance, where she gets to map what is actually happening across all 4 realms of her life without having to manage how it looks to anyone else, where someone finally sees behind the image and says, I see you. not just the version you show the world. You. That is what we do at Inner Realm WELLth. Join us at mc.brightideaco.com. And if you're just starting, take the free wealth audit at brightideaco.com. It will tell you things you haven't let yourself look at in a long time. The 3-day reset and the 30-day intensive are there when you are ready to go all the way in. You don't have to do this alone anymore. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show and found something inspiring to take with you on your wellness journey. If you're ready to dive deeper and kickstart your journey into well-being, access all of our tools on our link tree at linktr.ee/brightideaco. Take our free wealth assessment to get started on the right path. And don't forget to check out our store at brightideaco.store, where you'll find a curated list of our tools and resources to support your personal growth in your journey. You'll find these links in the description and in the show notes. Before you go, be sure to hit subscribe and also tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. Well, I can hardly wait to see you next time. Meanwhile, take care of yourself and keep shining bright.